Hooded Eyes 101. We're going to solve the hooded eye problem. Well, not the problem, the question. So I've got hooded eyes. When I go like this, you can't see it because maybe I should walk around like this all the time because I lift up the skin that's going to, look, magic. It all falls down. Do you see? So this is what hooded eyes are. It's where the skin from up here falls down on your eyelids. And what we're going to do is we're going to fool the eye because we're going to use light and dark or chiaroscuro. That's the Italian word for light and dark in painting. And we're going to fool other people's eyes and actually your own to make it look like we don't have hooded eyes, that we've got a large, what is it called? Whatever it is, we got a large, amount of space up here. And we're going to do it. I'm going to show you with cream sticks on one side and with powder on the other. So I want you to see it can be expensive stuff or it can be inexpensive. It isn't what it is it's the light and dark as opposed to drugstore or very expensive makeup. It doesn't matter. This is the concept I want you to get, okay? So let's start. Okay, so let's look at my hooded eyes. And I'm looking over here because I can see the mirror. And do you see? Wait, so I'm looking at you, right? And I don't have my eyebrows raised. But do you see this? See, that's the hood. And you see over here? That's the hood. So you can see just when I'm looking straight at you, you can see like maybe a quarter of an inch. So what we're going to do today, let me show you the products we're going to use. Now, I didn't buy Makeup by Mario's palette because I thought, who needs a boring palette? But you know what? It's great. This one is the neutral palette, and he also has a warm palette. So if you look at this and you look at these colors, you can see he's got a wonderful range of tones that you can use on your eyes. And that's the one that I use the most, I must say. I use that and the cream sticks. But I love this palette. So this is the neutral, but if your skin is warmer, he's got a great warm palette. But there are gazillions of palettes out there. So take your choice. And then these are the sticks. And I usually wind up, if I like a really light base, I like the Vanilla Kiss by Laura Mercier. What do you call it? Bobbi Brown has a good one, and that's called, but it's not as light. That one's called Shore, and that one's by Bobbi Brown. And this gives you a light base, but it's not as light as this. Kind of depends on your skin tone. So I'm giving you a couple of choices. And then for the deep set color, we've got Au Naturel by Laura Mercier, and we've got Nude Beach. And this is by Bobbi Brown. And you know what I like about this? This is almost a skin color. You'll see when I put it on. But now it goes on a little pink, but that's kind of like the color of your skin. And at first I thought, oh, I'm not going to like that. I'm not going to like it. But I really like it. It may be my favorite shadow color. Okay, so let's start. Let's go for the crease. So this is the side with the cream shadow stick. And you can see all the shadow, all the hoods. Now I'm going to take this Vanilla Kiss by Laura Mercier, and I'm going to go all over the base, the lower mobile lid. Do you see how I'm going over? And I'm not stopping where I see the first hood. I'm going way up here. Now wait, let's see where, so I'm going up, I'm going on top of this hood. See, I'm going on top of this hood. So this whole lid is all one color. See that? All one color. Then, this is where the magic happens. I'm going to take Nude Beach. Is that it? Yep. I'm going to take Nude Beach. Do you see where, not where the crease is, It's up here. Do you see where this is the the hood that it covers the lower hood? Does that make sense? But see up here? So I've still got, this is all Vanilla Kiss. This is Vanilla Kiss, all Vanilla Kiss, up to the crease, all the way up there. But then, now you look in the mirror and you say, where is that other, where's the crease? Right here. Do you see this? And this is where we're going to put, the shadow color. Look at this. So I'm putting it above what you would think was the crease, but this is above, I guess you'd say it's above the final hood. Now, you can either buff it out, so I'm buffing out Vanilla Kiss, and then I'm taking, remember this one, just a bit, and I'm buffing it. There. Now when you look at me, do you see how having Vanilla Kiss on all those lower creases, it makes it look like I've got a broad eye mobile lid. So I'm putting some more Vanilla Kiss all over this. And there, so I'm looking in the mirror and I'm saying, whew, what nice eyes you have, Sandy. Look at that, look at the, you don't have hooded eyes. No, not at all. And you can even do it with your finger. Just do it very subtly. You don't have to do it darkly. Darkly, I think. Anyway, so now let's go to the other eye. I'm going to take the lightest color right here. I'm going to use that as my base, okay? And what is the name of it? Let's see. Does it have a name? No. Well, it does on the back. I don't know what the name is, but it's the lightest one, okay? Doesn't have a name. So you look for the lightest one on your palette, whatever palette you have. So I'm going to open this up, see? And I'm putting this light color all the way up here. Now I'm closing my eyes. Is it all covered? Look. So it's all covered with a light shadow. Okay, so that's really light and bright. Okay, then, but we want to add some darkness. And I like this color. You know why? It's kind of a neutral color. It's a neutral beige. But again, it depends on your skin color and your eye color. So I'm going to put this, okay, remember you look straight ahead. So this is straight ahead. And I'm going to put it right above the last crease. See that? Maybe I need it a little darker because of the light. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit of this color. Whoops. It's a little darker. You know me, I love mixing. Okay. Ooh, that's really dark. Let me buff that in. So now you're fooling the eye, and do you see how you've got all that lightness on the base, and then you've got that for that indentation and the curve to make it look like you've got, you don't have hooded eyes. And it's subtle, and you don't want it to not be subtle. I mean, you can do smoky eyes. All right, now let's finish our eyes. Let's see how it looks. So I've told you lately, I've been using these are Hourglass, and they're gel, they're 1.5 millimeter gel liners, and they're very, very fine. And I love working with fine pencils. You know that I love the tip to be really, really sharp and fine. So I'm going to, wait a second. This one's called Canyon. And what I do is I go right in the lashes. So if the lashes are moving, you know you're in the right place. And then what I've been doing is going a little bit over on the top of, so I go in the lashes, and when you get to the ends of the lashes, then I go a little bit over the lashes, and then I soften it just a little, because you want it to still be there. But you want it to be ever so subtle, right? So now I'm going to do this other eye. So again, you go in the lashes, and again, this is Hourglass, and it's by Canyon. And I go above the lashes, just a little, so it looks like I've got big eyes, right? Okay. So I put Canyon there, and then underneath it, I use this bronze, again by Hourglass. The reason I'm holding this up is so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I just put it like 1/3, very light. Okay. And then I told you I've been in love with brown eyeshadow. Not eyeshadow, but mascara. Okay. So this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeshadow. Mascara. So that's one coat. You know, the best way to get mascara off is you wait till it's dry and then you can pick it off. Okay, now I'm going to do the other eye. And again, this is brown. Have you switched to brown mascara? Have any of you done that? I understand there's a great brown mascara, and it's by Hourglass. So I'm going to try that also. But look at what a difference putting eyes on makes. Huge difference, right? Okay, can I do it with my left hand? More awkward. But that means I'm building brain neurons because I'm trying something new. I need all the neurons I can get. Look at that. Now I'm going to try something. I'm going to try the burgundy on top of this because I've got it. So I was at Ulta and I saw this burgundy and I thought, why not? Okay, so I'm going to put on burgundy. I don't know if you can tell, but it's awfully fun. You know what it does? It adds some warmth to your face. Instead of black, I love it. You don't have to do this. This is crazy stuff that I like doing. You know, brown is just fine, but I have the burgundy, so why not? I really like that burgundy. Okay, now you want to see the other big difference? This is the difference a lipstick can make. This is the magic. This is why lipstick is magic. So you can see my face, and it's so much better having eyes, right? So I've told you that I've fallen madly in love with Minx by Westman Atelier. This is how much I've got left. I've got to go and buy more. Okay, here we go. So look at my face this way. There we go. Isn't it amazing what a little makeup can do? A little lipstick, little eye stuff. So you can see, now let's look at my eyes. It doesn't look like I've got a lot of eyeshadow on, but what it does is, see this kind of little bit darker here? It just gives depth to your eyes, and you don't notice that I've got a lot of hooded eyes. I've got how many folds? I've got at least 1, 2, at least 3, maybe 3 folds, maybe more on this side. But look. But it doesn't even look like that, because if you look at me, you think this is my crease. And this isn't my crease. This is above the crease. Isn't it great? Oh, and I wanted to show you, now I used to use this brush, and this was by MAC, and it's 36. I'm sure it's another number now. But I used to just go like this and take the edge of the brush. I should have showed you earlier. And it would kind of paint the upper part of your eyelid. I used to love this. I don't know why I switched. I should have used it. You know, so let's look at a couple of other palettes. I've used this Dior for years and years. And this is, I think it's their Cool palette. Dior Backstage Cool Neutrals. I love this palette. So this is another good one. And if I were doing my makeup with this, I can see where the indentations are. I would use this, and you're done. And I've got Tartlet here. And here, I sometimes use the pink and this color, or this color and this color. So you can see you get the concept. That's what I wanted you to see, that it doesn't have to be any one palette. It can be whatever palette you want, but it's taking those two colors. And then you don't have hooded eyes anymore. You can have them if you want them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with hooded eyes, but a lot of people complain. But this is how to put shadow on hooded eyes and have it come out great. So thank you for being here. Always appreciate it. And all the information will be down in the information down below. And I'll also put it in the first comment, okay? Thank you for joining me. Hooded Eyes 101.